Hello everybody, it's Nick here with Nick Tolman Music, and today we are going to continue our beginner guitar lesson series using Hal Leonard's guitar method, Book 1. Let's get started. Alright, so today we're going to be looking at page 15 here in the Hal Leonard Beginner Guitar Method Book 1. And as always, I'm going to put in my little plug to please check out my Patreon page. There's a lot of great content on there. I put extra exercises that I've developed over the years. I put arrangements to some of the songs that you've seen me do on my YouTube channel and other things like that that are available on there. But really, Patreon is a great way for you to say thank you for the content that you're getting here on YouTube, for these guitar lessons, and all the content that keeps coming to you. And it's a great way to support Nick Tolman Music and help me to be able to continue to bring this content to you. So again, check out my Patreon page, patreon.com/Nick Tolman Music. That link is in the description below as well, so please check it out. All right, so on page 15, we are going to learn notes on the 4th string. So for the last few lessons, we've really been driving home the notes that we've learned on the first 3 strings. And learning notes on the 4th string is going to feel similar to learning notes on the 3rd string, but you'll find that every time we add a string, it's just kind of adding one level of complexity to everything that we know. So again, at this point, this is a really great point in the book to really evaluate yourself and make sure that you're feeling comfortable with everything that you've learned so far in the book. If you're feeling like you're still struggling with the notes that you have on the first 3 strings, don't hesitate to go back and review, okay? Even if you go back to when you very first learned the notes on the 3rd string and you practice all of those exercises again, that's a great way to just solidify and make sure that you're ready to go before you add on another string. But if you're feeling good, let's go ahead and dive in, and here we go. All right, so today we're going to be learning 3 new notes, and those notes are D, E, and F. All right, so D will be found on open 4th string. Open 4th string is D. E will be 2nd finger, 2nd fret, 4th string. And then F is going to be 3rd finger, 3rd fret, 4th string. All right? D, E, and F. Now, again, we've already learned D, E, and F in the upper octave, right? D, 3rd finger, 2nd string, open E on the 1st string, and then F, 1st finger, 1st fret, 1st string. Okay, so the notes that we're learning today are just a lower octave of those 3 notes. D, E, and F. All right, so again, look at all the diagrams, look at the staff here on the page. It's going to tell you everything you need to know about these notes. The diagram is outlining what I just showed you. But again, on the staff, you'll notice that the D sits directly below the staff. All right, it's not on one of the lines, it's not on one of the inner spaces. It's directly below the staff. Okay, then we've got E, which is sitting on the 1st line. Okay, the 1st line is the very bottom line, is E. And then we've got F, which is on the 1st space, the bottom space. That's where they land on the staff. This is a really good point to introduce a concept that is widely used in the world of teaching music, but it's a way to remember the names of the lines and spaces. So at this point, we've learned notes on all the lines, all the spaces, okay? And a way that you can remember them are these sayings, okay? So for the lines in the treble clef, the way I like to remember those is by this saying, Elvis's guitar broke down Friday. Elvis's guitar broke down Friday. That's starting from the bottom on the 1st line and moving up. E, G, B, D, F. Elvis's guitar broke down Friday. All right? So if you can remember that saying, it'll help you to remember what the names of those lines are. So if you get in a pinch, you're new to reading music, you're working through the book, and you're like, oh, what's the name of that note? I can't remember. Elvis's guitar broke down Friday. That's helpful, okay? And then for the spaces in the treble clef spell face, F-A-C-E. Starting on the bottom and moving up, always with lines and spaces. F-A-C-E, face. All right, hopefully those help you as far as remembering names of the notes on the staff. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at exercise 28. This is just utilizing our 3 new notes that we learned today, D, E, and F. Here is the metronome at 72, and here's what this exercise sounds like. Again, this is exercise 28. 1, 2, ready, and play. 2, 3, 4, off. Cool. Nothing fancy. We're just familiarizing ourselves with these new notes. All right. Let's go ahead and try this exercise at 120 on the metronome. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, and. 2, 3, 4. And there it is. Let's take a look at exercise 29. Here's 72 on the metronome. 1, 2, ready, and play. 2, 3, 4, off. And let's jump it up to 120. Go 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, and. 2, 3, 4, off. And there we go. There's the notes on the 4th string. Shouldn't be too challenging for you at this point because we're just focusing on these 3 notes. But make sure, again, like we talked about before, make sure that you're really feeling comfortable with all the notes on the first 3 strings before we get too much further ahead from here. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and we will catch you next time. Thanks.